Hello people, how you doing? I am currently rethinking, whoops, in queue, my bad. I'm sick boy still, going to the doctor and hopefully getting better tomorrow, which would be today for you guys, I think, if you're watching this. Gotta just like clean slate, change all the medicines I've been on and everything. I had that really big on her ditto with, what's his name? Jacob Doesn't Lift. Who's a very good guy and I'm an incredible player, and I highly encourage you guys to watch that game. I feel bad if I was a bit of a poor sport. I've had like the worst weekend of my life, so hopefully things will get better. I don't know where this guy is. I assumed he was doing blue buff. He was. It just took him 6 years. Why do the blue buff in that position, my dude? So yeah, all of a sudden I'm thinking like, is Transcendence the way? Has it always been the way? Have Rexy and them been right? I've always wondered, I'm like, why do you do these things, Rexy? You could easily be the best if you would just go Devos instead of Transcendence, but maybe all along he's had something ever since they changed it to cooldown reduction on Transcendence. So, maybe. Just maybe. So yeah, Neith is a god I'd go Transcendence on either way because her late game is pretty shit. This matchup's an interesting one. It actually could be a win for Hades. Neith's not a great ADC.
Your middle tower is under attack.
But yeah, I mean, I don't consider myself like a guru of this game anymore, you know, especially itemization. Oh, did he go and do both blues? Is that what he did? That is the trollest thing I've ever seen. Okay, no, he didn't do this blue yet. Oh, thank God. Yeah, if he did both blues, it would have been worth what he started with, but he definitely didn't. Cool, we got out.
Ahoy there!
Yeah, interesting matchup. You know, Neith has a good backflip escape for his ult, but you know, once that's down, if Hades can continue engaging, shit'll get rough. One more shot, and I think, yeah, he's dead here. Oh, he's got shell, but does it matter? Son of a bitch. Fuck. Oh my God, that was so close. Jesus, really well played by this guy, honestly. He had the right idea there. That was the only thing he could have tried to do, because eventually I would have saw him, you know, eventually I would have gotten enough vision to ult and kill. So, yeah, Trans, like, I'll be honest, all the time that I was debating people, why the fuck are you guys going Trans, I never knew it gave CDR. So, and then my rationale was like, okay, well, like, CDR is not that good on Hunters, so who the fuck cares? But, at least in that on her ditto, CDR meant everything. Who had the ult first? Literally decided the game. Uh-oh. He might be dead, though, for this. I really fucking hope so. Not sure why he kept trying there.
You've done a crime.
To fight me, he should have just tried to run away, but I think after he dashed, he kind of recognized, like, oh, I fucked up. I'm dead. But yeah, Transcendence, you know, it's a fantastic snowball item, but I've never thought of it as a good late game item. But CDR, I mean, I guess CDR is important in all forms. Even on Hunters, when you're going more auto attack based. As long as they have abilities, CDR is going to do something, so. Ow. Good, I hoped he would ult me there. Yeah, it might be a winning matchup for Neith, just because, you know, she can really lay into him hard when after everything is said and done, you know, after he uses everything and I've backflipped out of his ult, thing is he needs to force me to backflip at other times. I'll go straight into Genji's. Nah, you know what? I should have gone Pestilence. Ugh. Because he is really big on heals here. But you know what? It's fucking CDR's OP, so maybe I should have gone Genji's, and we were right all along. I'll go CDR till the day I die now. Let me know what you guys think about CDR in first place in on Hunters. Yeah, the only ones that I would say, I guess it doesn't matter for is like Apollo. That might be it. I was gonna say AMC is all auto attack based, but no, having your stinger up more often, having your 2 and your 3 and your hives, like that's fucking huge. So on her is definitely very ability based. So yeah, well, you don't want to focus solely on power. Like, you're still gonna get all the pen as long as you go XE and chins. You're still getting all that pen and auto attack potential. I hate when that Z goes off, but it didn't really go off. So yeah, I might have misevaluated this. Oops, this matchup.
That's a killing spree,
because this guy is having quite a rough time of it, and I don't think it's just his own doing. Like, he really messed up that blue buff and threw himself. But it seems like I have a really good way of locking Hades down with my root. You know, roots against Hades, generally very strong, just because he's an all-in sort of god, you know. He's a very finicky god, Hades. You can see him so strong at times and so weak at others. Oh, how the fuck did I miss that? Whoops. Whoops. Okay, not gonna talk about it. You shouldn't have shelled there. Oh my god.
A crime of murder.
Yeah, that is rough, my dude. That is rough. We're gonna continue this into the next segment. But yeah, it's just like, are all hunters ability-based hunters when it comes down to it? You know, like, aside from Apollo, do all of them not benefit strongly from ults, like, or abilities, just having their abilities up? I'll just keep talking, I guess, and brainstorming while we wait for the queue. Or you know what, maybe I'll just make this the video and just, you know, talk for the end of it. But yeah, in this game, I got demolished. This was the first time I fought Jacob before I did the 2 money matches against him. And it was because, other than, you know, he played very well, we went the complete opposite build. I went for the Devo start to try to get, you know, my fucking feet on the ground and get a strong basis for the game going forward. And he went Transcendence and was able to just bully me like crazy as a result of it. I said, you know what, that's fine, I have the late game. But as late game came, like this game, we had a full game here, 22 minutes. As late game came, every engagement he had his ultimate. Every fucking engagement. And I had none because I didn't have any CDR compared to this man's 10% plus 20. He had 30% CDR. So, you know, he's pumping out so many more ults than me. Also, so many more impales and just having his jump more often, everything. So, I don't know. Is CDR that important on every hunter? It really may be. So, yeah, it's an interesting one. I usually am so biased towards the Devos, but... And another thing is Bracer. You know, I always say we shouldn't be going Bracer because it can be so easily anti-healed, but it gives you such a dominant hand. It really does. In the last match that I had against Jacob just now, I didn't go Bracer, and you can see the times where it really fucked me over having Shell instead. Yeah, sure, Shell helps you out in the late game, but having Bracer starting with such a strong basis is really powerful. So yeah, I don't know. It's a really interesting thing to consider. And then of course, you know, you get the cooldown reduction as well on Bracer late game. So having 3%, or not 3%, but 3-second cooldown reduction on this relic, like that's pretty strong in and of itself, even if they do anti-heal you. It's something to consider for sure. In this matchup in particular, we're looking at on her versus on her. Like I was saying during that game that I had with him, that again I definitely recommend you watch. You know, this is a god that is primarily ability focused while having strong autos. He is all about setting up well with his abilities, the pillar, the jump, the impale, and the ult being so powerful, and the ult being so incredibly OP right now. Just, yeah, 30% CDR on her was just something that I could not handle, and I always thought that would be a joke. Like, I'll be honest, I thought you were a complete noob if you went CDR on someone like on her, or any ADC for that matter. But yeah, it's a really interesting thing to consider here. Something to think about going forward. Yeah, more than anything, I'd like to hear your thoughts on this, you guys. So let me know in the comments what you think on CDR on hunters in general. Of course, it's going to benefit more ability-based hunters, but are there really that many non-ability-based hunters? Like I said, even AMC, who's thought to be all auto attacks. Hey,
one more for 50.
Thank you so much. 49 months. My God, Mustang. Thank you so much. Yeah, other than like, yeah, even AMC, he would think to be all auto attack. He's so ability based as well. So other than Apollo, I can't think of many or any right now. I'll do Hunter. Does that work? If you do Hunter, yes. Just looking at the list here, we banned this guy. Speaking of which, this guy, you know, it seems like absolutely the way to go. Always Transcendence on him. Even Ho Yi. Is Inami, definitely Hachiman, Cupid, like all of these guys just seem so ability intensive as well. You know, there's hardly one that you just want to ignore the abilities entirely on, maybe Rama. So yeah, definitely food for thought, and I'd love to know your guys' thoughts on it. Am I holding myself back by always going Devos? It certainly feels like it in a lot of these matchups. There's a lot more of like an early game centric kind of feel going on in Duel right now. Whoever establishes themselves in the early seems to come out on top. There's not that much room for comebacks anymore. We've only got 2 more months left of playing this game. Only like a month and a half really for me right now. December 6th I'll be gone, but until then I'd like to win. You know, I'd like to win, but more than anything I'd like to keep you guys informed with the best kind of builds that I can muster so that I'm not misinforming you. So yeah, definitely let me know your thoughts on it, and hopefully we come to a good conclusion. Thanks so much for watching, you guys.